Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try it over the left side. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, he'll throw it. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Big noise in the big... For this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Moss. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Covey. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Richard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Deals the punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. On the direct snap, it's Porter. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Tight end now in motion. On the direct snap, it's Porter. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his grade. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes ahead. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back on the option to give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Finding open areas. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it on the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Got his man quickly. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right back to it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He fires one deep over the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going with the ground game left. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Holds it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's a drip.
Turning it on. Got a man. It's Richard. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Fakes to grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
How oftentimes can you say that there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On first down, running the read option to the right. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense playing a bail technique. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. Rushes on him. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing them.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they grab it in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
No gain on the play. Offense facing fourth down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Porter. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Pushes toward the goal line. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
A designed run for the quarterback. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
And that's a play, when people look back on this game, that could be the one that ends up deciding it, because getting the block on the extra point and taking it back for the safety puts them now up 3 points here late in the fourth quarter. That was a huge momentum-shifting play.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring. There he goes. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Richard. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the Wolverines enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To the air, it's Underwood. Completes it in the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.